Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Ryan Saplin here, Fat Loss Strength Coach. And today I got a kind of one of those talking videos. Wanted to actually talk to you essentially about your environment, about the stuff. When I say environment, that doesn't just mean the people in your life. That doesn't just mean your work, right? It doesn't just mean your family. It doesn't just mean your kids. It also means the music you listen to. It also means the books you read, the TV shows you watch, the news stories you read, the applications you use, Facebook, Instagram. All this stuff is environment. And whether you want to believe this or not, I mean, hear me out. It nudges you in one direction or another. And when you don't have goals or you don't have like a really important goal or like a deadline, it's very easy to get distracted because a lot of the time the truth is most people don't set goals. And I'll be honest with you, the reason why I never set goals was because I was afraid. You know, the only reason why I would set goals was this YouTube channel, because I would say something on the YouTube channel, then I would have to be committed to it. Of course, I would fail a lot of the time, but it got me moving in that direction. So that's the first thing to get over, is that fear. You know, set a goal, right? But my point is I want to talk about this environment idea because, you know, I'm a big Mark Bell fan, and I used to listen to his podcast a lot. And, you know, I think he's got a great message he shares. And Mark Bell of the Powercast. But his thing is like, you know, you got to hang out with people stronger than you. You got to train with people stronger than you. You have to hang out with people and keep contact with people that are doing the things that you want to do or moving in the direction you want to go. You know, I had this argument with a friend a while back, and you know, and he got upset that I didn't want to hang out with him. And a big part of it was I just don't have time. And it's not that I mean, the reality is I do have time. I just don't want to have, as mean as this sounds, I don't have the time to spend with him. And it's not that I don't value him as a friend, because I said to him, hey, you're my friend, you're my best friend, you're one of my bestest friends, and I value you, but I'm trying to get to this place. And I'm just not in the season of my life to do this thing. And that's what you have to get better at. If you want to accomplish any goal or big dream, you don't have to necessarily like voluntarily like say, oh, I'm not hanging out with you because you don't have these goals. You know, because that's not how you treat people. Right? I think that's the biggest challenge. You know, sometimes we get too polarizing where we think, oh, since you're not doing what I'm going to do, I'm never going to hang out with you. A lot of the time, I don't hang out with anybody. I have 3 kids, I'm married, I have a house, got a crazy job that has weird hours and YouTube channel. You know, I have all these things that I do, and it's tough. And if I hang out with anybody, it's because of convenience. You know, it's because they're a good friend, and I like hanging out with them, and it just works out. You know, outside of that, if you can't conform to my schedule, well, I can't really hang out with you. A lot of the time, I'm seeking other people's, I'm helping other people in their business because I'm trying to improve my business. Or in this case, it doesn't have to be business, but if you're trying to get stronger, like in powerlifting, you have to surround your being, your mind with stronger people. Maybe watching this video might be something that's helping you. Like for me, like when I was really into powerlifting a lot more and lifting heavy, I would watch Dan Green videos, I would listen to the Powercast, I would listen to videos about squatting and deadlifting and benching. I just fill my head with this stuff as I drove to work. And then I would train my 3 or 4 clients in the morning, and then I would smash the gym. I'd hit the weights real hard because I was essentially filling myself up, my brain, with strength. Right? Now, these days, I've been putting a lot of stuff in my head about business and about self-development because that's kind of where I'm headed for my career and my business. And that's what you have to do with yourself, you know? So when I say environment, you know, you don't necessarily have, like a lot of people I say, I'm helping other people. I've never met any of these people, you know? Or maybe I met them once, but I do a lot of stuff via internet, you know, email, instant message, text message, because they are in the spot where I want to be, and I want to learn from them. And that's sort of like what you have to do. Now, if you don't have anyone in your local area that you can keep in contact with, you're going to have to reach out. You know, like that's what you have to do. I mean, this is what it is. Like if you want, I heard this quote. It was actually on Tim Ferriss show, one of my favorite podcasts. And it's Naval Ravikant. He said, if you want to be happy, hang out with people who are less successful. So if you want to be happy, hang out with people that are less successful than you. And that sounds kind of crazy, right? Because, I mean, if you're better than all your friends, or better as in maybe you're stronger, you make more money, you know, or something like that, of course, that's not the value of human life, but The reality is, if you're male, especially, there's this huge pissing contest going on. But that's what it's easy to be happy if you're around people that are weaker, or people who are not doing as well as you are. On the other hand, if you hang out with people who are more successful than you, who have bigger visions than you, it's scary, because you're like, wow, I can't believe you did that. Or a part of you goes like, wow, if you can do it, that means I could do it too. And a lot of the stuff that a person can accomplish is scary. Like, for example, me making a video. I don't know if you have any aspirations to start a YouTube channel, or maybe start a blog, or get into internet business, or maybe you're wanting to lift weights and get into powerlifting. There's an effect of fear. I was reading this article by a man named Joel Marion talking about Roger Bannister and the 4-minute mile. And like before Roger Bannister broke that 4-minute mile, no one believed they could do it. And then once he broke it, everyone believed it. That's what happens. When you hang out with people who are better than you, who are more successful than you in a certain area of life, if you hang out with them, automatically all your goals are going to move up. This is what this is about. We feed off each other's energy. And I don't know if you've been following my YouTube channel for any period of time, but you might have seen this transformation in me. I've lost some body fat. I talk different. My video quality's improved. I painted my back wall in my garage. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's improving. It's a process. It's about progress. It's about making progress, about making process. And sometimes the best way to do that is simply to hang out with people that are doing way better than you, because they push you. But at the same time, it's scary. Like one of the things I was thinking about my powerlifting when I was really into powerlifting was working out over at Jesse Burdick's gym over in Pleasanton, right? Or maybe going up to Sacramento, because I'm in between Sacramento and Pleasanton, and where I live. So it's not that I could go to the free gym, Powercast gym, right? Mark Bell's gym, and that's not where I want to go in my life, because I'm married, I'm 33. 34, probably by the time this video comes out, I'll be 34 years old. So it's kind of like my whole life is like not into that. I mean, I still love lifting, don't get me wrong, but I decided not to go in that route, because that's not where my life is headed with my business and career goals. I still love lifting heavy, but again, I'm kind of getting all over the place. But you have to create your own environments, whether it be through books, through YouTube videos, through podcasts, or more importantly, through people. If you have access to people that are smarter, stronger, more successful, mentors. I mean, you don't go up to them and say, hey, I want you to be my mentor. It's more like you just hang out with them. You be helpful for them. You add value to their life. A lot of time, the friends in your life basically suck the life out of you. They want to tell you about all their problems and about all their drama in their life, girl problems, relationship problems, woman problems, men problems, husband problems, wife problems. And that's okay, you're a friend, because that's what friends do. But there comes a point where you have a friend that continues to do that on a regular basis. And it seems to be that those problems seem to follow that friend. And it's not to say that you can't be a good friend and help them out, but I'm the type of friend, if you know me at all, if you ever get close to me, I'll slap you around. I mean, not physically, but just verbally, I mean, I just don't tolerate bullshit. I mean, like, if you got a goal, you go get it. And if you don't want to get the goal because you're scared, you just say you're scared and you're afraid. Like, that's what I'll say. I'll just say I'm afraid. If you ever have a deep conversation with me, I'll just say I'm scared. I don't want to do it. And I can admit that. Why? Because when you admit it, you're that much closer to overcoming it. A lot of the time we get so afraid of telling people our fears. We're so afraid of feeling that way. Or a lot of the time, the truth is, I don't think a lot of us know what we feel, because we just know that if we move in that direction, it's kind of scary. Like, I don't know. I want to talk about powerlifting meets, because I remember I did my first powerlifting meet. I remember how nervous I was, and how hard it was. And I had a client was thinking about doing a powerlifting meet. It's like, you don't need to really smoke your numbers. You go in, you do your first meet, you pick some modest numbers. I said, you're in a new environment. You're using different equipment. You are having lights. You're having judges. You're having equipment checks. You're not getting used to the rules. There's just so many factors that are in your head that makes it very difficult. But at the same time, that pressure helps you. It helps you grow. I'm comfortable. I can do a meet. Of course, it's still nerve-wracking, but not because I've done like 4 or 5 of them now, so it's not that big of a deal. But they're fun. But the thing is that I love about lifting, I figured this out like over a year ago, but the thing I love about lifting the most is it brings something out of me. It brings something powerful out of me, something that I thought that was never there. And I want to teach that. That is the thing that I want to teach to people, and people have to be willing. And you're listening, you're watching this video, you're 10 minutes into this video, it means you're willing to listen and say, you use heavy lifting as a way to see what's inside yourself, that chance of failure. And when you get that feeling, oh my God, it is the most amazing feeling when you get under a bar where you might fail, but you smoke the weight. It's absolutely the best feeling in the world because you overcome something. And it's just a solo gig, it's just you versus the weight. And some days are better, some days are worse, but it's like a rebirth. Anyways, I'm kind of going all over the place. I hope you enjoyed this video. Click like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And if you want to get on my email list, there's a link in the description or up here somewhere you can click on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all on the next video.